Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to Rimworld. So, I have, definitely not recently, I definitely planned this out appropriately and did not watch these videos while the game was loading, because, Rimworld takes a million years to load, well, when you have it heavily modded. So I watched some videos about, colonist priorities, and I watched some videos. Well, I watched a video about colonist priorities, and I watched a video about planning out your city. So, credit where it's due. Thank you, Lore Plays, for the city inspiration, and thank you, Francis John, for the priority help, because priority has always been something that I've been bad at. So first of all, let's just change all these to 1. This is very important. And then we'll put wardening for 2. So basically how it works is for these 5 things, firefight, patient, doctor, bed rest, and basic, you want to set this as 1 so that they always do it. And it goes from left to right. So you set it as 1, and then for the things that they're passionate about and things that are important, you set to 2. And so what we want to... And then you set to haul to 4 and clean to 3. So... Now, obviously, in the video that I watched, things like fishing and maintaining the VAT didn't exist. And nuclear power also didn't exist either. So we're gonna turn these things off for now, because we're not using... we're not doing anything with these. And so what's important right now is cooking, construction, and growing. So how this is gonna work is they check for all these 5 things. So if they need to fight a fire, they'll do that first. If they need to be a patient, they'll do that first. If they need to be a doctor, they'll do that first. If they need to do bed rest, they'll do that first, and then they'll do basic. And then if they don't have to do any of these things, our bartender, Voodoo and Greg, they will both be wardens, so they'll take care of Kesa. They'll feed, provide medicine, and talk to Kesa and try to recruit her. And then if they don't have that to do... Where's the priority list again? There it is. If they don't have that to do, Voodoo will then do growing, so she'll plant things, and Greg will cook. If there's nothing to cook, then Greg will plant, and then if there's nothing to grow, if there's nothing to cook or grow, then Greg will mine. And then after that, he'll do all these other things, the things that are set to 3. So he would go to plant cut, and then he would go to cleaning, I suppose, and then he'd go to research, and we don't need to have him writing. And so... we probably want to bump research up, so that if there's nothing to grow and there's nothing to mine, he'll start researching. And then after that, he would do plant cutting, and then he would do cleaning. So for 444, what she'll do is she'll build things first, because we need to get our construction skill up as quickly as possible, even though she's a little passionate about it, which is good. If there's nothing to build, then she'll grow things, and if there's nothing to grow, then she'll hunt. So we need to get her we need to get her a ranged weapon, because we don't want... because she can't hunt with a sword, right? So we need to get her a gun of some sort, because she can't hunt right now. But after she's done hunting, she'll cut plants, she'll smith, she'll tailor, she'll craft, then she'll clean, then she'll do art, and then she'll haul. Voodoo, what she'll do is she'll warden first, grow second, and then she will entertain, and then clean. So, what we need... oh, actually, she'll entertain and then build things, and then she'll clean. So, I think that this should be alright for now. And then the planning video, I think for now, we've made our garden much too... big, I think. However, I'm a little concerned about this anima tree, because, I feel like we might want to chop it down. We'll keep it for now, but I feel like it's kind of blocking a lot of building area. So what... This is going to be the planning episode, alright? We might not even unpause once. But so basically, we're going to plan out our entire colony. Well, not our entire colony, but at least the beginning. So... there's planning. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we kind of want to corn off our farm. So we can kind of be like, alright, this is the farm radius for now. And then we can kind of like we can keep these things in mind, particularly. But I don't want to be ruled by them, if that makes sense. And so we'll remove green plans pretty much everywhere else. I don't really care particularly about these patches specifically. I mean, we'll keep them in mind, obviously, but, like, just marking the... Like, I guess we'll draw around them real quick, just to keep the area in mind for later. But, yeah, so... These are our fertile areas for growing plants. So, we need to keep them in mind. And then there's also this up here, which could come in handy later. I'll go ahead and mark... Well, we won't mark that down yet, because this is going to be our main growing area. So, then what we need to decide is where the residential... So what I'm thinking is, this is going to be the dining room. We're going to have to deconstruct a lot of this stuff, get it out of here. But we're going to have to deconstruct a lot of this stuff. We're going to have to get a fridge up soon. Like, I mean, we're just... the meat's going to get spoiled at this point, which kind of sucks, but... So... We have the fridge area, which is right here. The kitchen, which is here. We're going to make the butcher's area here, and then I think this will be the dining room, and then all of the buildings around it will be sort of colonist areas. So I feel like this is sort of like a decent start. As sort of like, well, actually, that's not even, okay. So I feel like this is like a decent start, right? And so we would expand by, but I want to make the rooms a bit bigger, because these rooms suck. So these will sort of be like the starting rooms, I guess. But I feel like, how's the ground here? How's the, toggle visibility of terrain affordance. So since there's nothing here, that means we can just build here, right? Like if we switched to if we switch to like steel walls, yeah, we'd be able to build there perfectly fine. If we built, yeah, we could build stone walls or steel walls there, so that's fine. So I feel like what I want to do is let's make more ambitious rooms than these, because these were just like survival rooms. So what we probably want to do is we want to make the butcher's area disconnected so that, like, they don't track a bunch of blood in here, right? So, although it would probably be useful for, like, just getting around. So, let's make, like, a little walkway here, okay? The floor will be this color. Okay, so this is where we want the floor. Well, actually, hold on. If this is going to be interior... Actually, do we want this to be outside, or do we want this to be inside? So, I kind of want to do more like a city sort of thing, right? Like I kind of want to have more of a city, but that's ambitious for now, so we have to, like, branch out slowly. And so I feel like that maybe this should just be a complex. But we'll go outside for now. And so that means that we can get rid of this, because this will just be an open walkway area, right? So let's make a room. So this will be 6 wide. Well, it won't be 6 wide. Let's make the interior 6 wide. And then how wide do we want the rooms to be? I mean, this is definitely a more, like, spacious room than this, because you get about 3x6, which I like, but maybe we can make it 4x. Let's make it 4x6. At the risk of giving these colonists too big of rooms, I would like a 4x6. And so we'll have the door, because what we probably want to do is maybe we'll turn this into a storage room. Yeah, actually, hold on. Maybe this will be like a storage room. Like, this will be the dining area, this will be the food area, and this can be like the storage area for like important stuff, I guess. But I don't know. Like, I have too many ideas flying around. So we'll start with this. This will be like your basic sort of room. And so we'll get a couple of, well, we'll get like maybe 4 rooms like that. And then we can kind of get weird with it, because they need to be able to connect so that we can have a vent connecting them. But they don't have to be, like, symmetrical with each other. Like, they just need to have that one connecting point with the vent. I don't know how powerful air conditioners are in this game, admittedly. And so, you know, I feel like that maybe we could just go around a bit. Like, obviously, we're not going to build all of these at the start, right? Like, what I want to do here is just have a solid plan of action for how I want the colony to turn out. So something like this. Like, if we have the chef live in this room right here, then when they wake up in the morning, they can just go straight to the kitchen. Or maybe we would want the chef to live here so that they can go straight from the freezer area to the kitchen. I'm not entirely sure. This is outdoors. Somebody hasn't built the thing yet. So I feel like that this is sort of a good grid for, like, the vague... But there's not really an opening. Like, again, we're not going to build all this at the start of the game. This is planning for, like, way later. So, I want to have the walkway be about, like, yay big. That lady's got dynamite, and that scares me. Fields, the drifter. But yeah, so I want to do something kind of like this. It might not look very good, but it's not about how good it is. Terrain affordance is bad here for some reason. So actually, let's go around like this. So yeah, so we got our sort of like walkway-esque area. And we can just make it like here for the door. Oh no, look at what I've done. There's no symmetrical place to place the door, right? Like, the door's either got to be up here or the door's got to be up here. There's not like a middle way. It would have to be like 5x6, right? Well, at risk of making myself a lot angrier later, I think we might have to deal with that. Because, like, let's look at a room. Let's make a room over here. Like, let's make a fake room. So, we make it, that's a little bit too ambitious. So, yeah, it's got 6 interior. And then, yeah, so the door, so for this room, the doors would be here. And I like that a little bit more. So I guess we'll look at this. So can I cut plans? Like, if I cut planning designation of selected area, like, can I just do this? Wait, this is copy, wait. How did I end up pasting it? There we go. And this should just be for pink, right? No. Is there an oh no. What have I done? Let's just remove the plans. There we go. This should just be for pink. Oh no, why could I thought the whole point was that it was specific. Okay. That's a little bit kind of suspicious, but all right. So, we can actually rotate it if we really wanted to. so that the vents could be on the other side, but like that's not very... How important is that? I think this is probably better. So we line it up here if we want to, I guess. And then we'll make a room here for like the person who's like our best grower. And then we'll kind of just do the same thing that we've been doing. Is we just line them up. And then we do something like this. And we'll do something like... Actually, we need to be careful here, because that's where the generator thing will go, so hold on one moment. Let me just copy these plans real quick. That's not at all what I meant to do. Because we have to be able to, like, make this sort of a room of its own, so that, you know, we don't burn to death from the heat that it makes. So we'll do something like this. And then, how do we want to handle this? We should be able to do something like this. Actually, what if we flipped the perspectives a bit? It's hard to see because, like, the Muffalos. Because you obviously want them to all be connected. I still think that would be our best bet. Like, we'd have to make it a little bit ugly. And sort of, like, make the door somewhere else. Yeah, we'd have to make the door, like, right there. Like, you have to make the door right where my mouse cursor is. To afford that the room that it deserves. But you know what? We'll do that. Much to... some, like, obviously, like, hatred, malice even, but I think that... Oh, but how do we connect this? We could do something kind of weird here. Or we could do a weird vent system. You want to do a weird vent system? Yeah, let's do a weird vent system. We'll make, like, a mini hallway, like, right here. That's basically just like a vent. So that we provide this with enough space. We'll do power as orange. So we just want to have like a decent sized room for this. Although this could be good heating for the winter. Like we could break down this wall right here. Okay, so we'll have, like, actually, do you want to make the hallway a little bit wider so people could actually walk in it? Maybe. Oh, that's removing plans. But that, I mean, that's fine. So we do, like, oh, this is so cursed. This is so cursed. And so we'll do something like this. That's so bad. So, like, the vent will go, like, here. And then the doorway will go here. So there's like a little mini hallway connecting these two rooms for some reason. And then this will be sort of like our going out area. So let's go back to the original plan over here, and we'll copy it. Like I said, this is the planning episode, so, you know... We're gonna do a little planning as a treat. And we want these people, like, we want the people who live up here to be able to go this way in case there's, like, a threat that they need to immediately, that we need, like, somebody immediately on the scene to deal with. So then we'll do something, we'll probably go out, like, just one more, and then we'll flip back to this perspective, and then we'll start going down again. Now, this gives us way more room over here. Why we're doing that, I don't really know, but, I mean, I'm not trying to, like, make this perfect or anything. So we go for something like this, and this is a little bit cursed, because it's not in line with this. But, I mean, we could make it in line. Like, we could just do this, and put the door here, just so for easier access, and then we'll do like that. So, we have a lot of space here, which I don't really know what to do with. Besides, like, we can put decorations. Like, since it's going to be outside, we can put decorations here to make the ponds feel a little bit better. So we can plant, like, flowers and stuff. And so I think that'll probably be somewhat worthwhile. We'll do 3 wide here, just for, like, the sake of it. And so this is sort of like the walkway leading in. A little cursed, just a little cursed, but I mean, it'll hopefully look better once it's built. Just a little cursed is a treat. There's nothing wrong with that. And so we'll have a little pathway leading into here, of course. And so each one of these will be rooms. We'll convert this into some... Maybe this will be the dining room, actually. This can just be the storage room. Like, we'll break down these walls and put a couple tables in here. But then, these poor people would have to run all the way around to eat their food. So I think it's probably just better if, like, we put, like, a walkway here. And we'll make it 3 wide, why not? Just for fun. And we'll put a door. I don't know if we're gonna put 3 doors, but we'll do that. And so yeah, we're basically, like, this is kinda... Listen, I'm not a designer, alright? I'm not an aesthetic designer. So the fact that I'm actually building something that has somewhat coherence is, I mean, it's a godsend. Like, your boy's trying his best. I appreciate the understanding. So I think this will probably mean that this room is going to be a little hotter than the other rooms because there's not really a lot of insulation, but I guess we'll see what happens, right? So we've got sort of like the residential area. This is going to be the dining room. So now we need to come up with like a workflow, right? So food, it grows here, and it goes in here. And then it gets cooked here, and then I guess back into here? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that do be how it works, though. It goes in here, and we'll put blue as sort of like the... Wait, no, that's cursed. We're already using cyan. So cyan will be sort of like the insulation for the building. So this will be insulated by at least 2 layers. And so, yeah. We'll start with just building... Like, I mean, obviously this is the most important thing to build. However, we don't have somebody who can build a cooler yet, because a cooler needs a construction skill of 5. So we need to train ND44. She is not even halfway there yet. We need to basically make her build as many things as possible so that she can train up the skill so that she can build the air conditioner, and then we can have a proper floor. So let's get... So actually, I might want her building literally everything until she levels up, because we need that. So you know what? Maybe, just maybe, as a treat, we'll actually just, like, set her construction skill. Like, I mean, she's actually gonna be, like, the first person to do construction, right? Everybody else is gonna do something else. In fact, we're gonna turn her off grow for a bit, because, like, she just needs to construct. So we'll put her back on grow later. Okay, so you know what? I think that... So this is a good start for, like, a residential area. And I do like the sort of flow of, like, the botanist people being on this side, and then them going down for the farm here. And then coming back up to store their goods here. And then the chef sort of living here and cooking, and then the dining rooms here. This can be... I have no idea what this is going to be. Maybe we could expand it out a little bit, tear down the walls, and now it's a storage... storage area, but that's not big enough storage for Rimworld. I've played this game before. We might want to, like, hollow out a mountain or something and use that for storage. But we need it close by. And what we want to do is, by the way, there's just a bunch of steel here that I should allow. And there's packaged survival meals as well. Hello. What we'd like to do is we need to also make a Killbox. And what a Killbox is it's essentially, like, this entire area will have, like, a wall around, right? So we'll have, like, a wall here, we'll have, like, a wall here. And so and we'll have like a wall here. So that the only way to get through is to either go through the marsh, which, you know, we'll put up like automated gun turrets or whatever to protect from that. But you'll have like a barrier here. And so the only way to get here, like the path of least resistance, would be like right here, like around this sort of natural choke point, or around this sort of natural choke point. And so what I think we want to do is we want to sort of like insulate ourselves from, but we want to be able to expand up here for the steam geyser. So I think where we'll put our kill box is like around here, because we have the marsh over here, which you can technically walk through, but it's a pain. So we would build sort of, but this is also like the way better area for a kill box, because like half of it's already built. So you just like build like a wall here, and then you'd put like defenses here, and then they'd shoot. But I don't think it's long enough, and so I think that this is a little bit more narrow. Like, I've never actually built a kill box before. Like, in my 230 hours of Rimworld, I have never built a kill box, because I always just like to do it the old-fashioned way, as it were. But, no, I would like to... I would like this colony to survive as long as possible. So, yeah. We need to design some sort of, like, area we don't really care about from a building perspective. And, like, here's the thing. Up here, you know, you've got, like, fertile soil, you've got a steam geyser, so you don't really want to fight around here, right? But over here, you got, like, rock. And more rock. And so, yeah, I feel like we could actually build, like, a kill box relatively effectively. So, let's do that. And, of course, like, it's not really gonna do anything until we actually, like, get to the point where we have, like, a wall around the entire base. So we'll do red, I guess, as sort of, like, the wall that we want for now. Like, obviously we want to expand later, but securing the colony first is the... Oh, no! I unpaused! How could I have done this? But yeah. So, there you go. I accidentally unpaused. I wasn't planning to unpause in this video, but for a brief moment. So something like this, where we just kind of... Because we want to be able to defend from pretty much any direction, right? And by that, I mean we want the path of least resistance to be the kill box. So we want, like, a path to the kill box, not necessarily to any other point. So we'll just draw a little bit here. And we'll go around like this, because I always like having as much space as possible to build in. Because this is just the early colony. Like, I'm very ambitious, but you have to start small. And so we'll do... And this is not small, mind you. I think I'm being a little bit too ambitious. And so this will sort of be the entrance point, if you will. So we'll build something like this. And the thing is, we're going to need, like, a sort of, like, battlement. No, we're going to need, like, the same thing, basically, like, around here. Because we don't want, Actually, hold on. Is this... Can you... You can walk in this, technically. So we're going to have... I want to make, like, a fishing pier at some point, but... I don't know. I should not have started in a boreal forest. The boreal forest kind of sucks, but... Yeah, so we'll do something like this. I'm not even gonna bother going into that area right there. And we'll just schmoove up here. And so these will be the entrances and exits to my colony. And so we'll build, like, a kill box area around here where, you know, it's like a narrow pathway where the enemies have to, like, get tunnel vision. But we want the opening for our colonists to be a little bit wider so that they can schmoove. So we'll just, we'll do this real quick. We'll make it about 5 wide. Why not? And then this is where we start getting a little devious as a treat. So we want it to kind of like, to my knowledge, open up a little bit, right? Like we want it to, we sort of want it to be like a natural funnel. And so I think something like this is gonna be fine for the early game. And we'll probably, like, give it, like, a twist and a turn as well. So let's actually do that. Let's make him walk diagonally. And, like, up and down and stuff like that. And we'll put traps in here as well. Which actually, I think that what we can do is if we make it too wide, we can make them walk through traps. But we'll put sandbags here. And this will sort of be it for now. I think that's probably good enough. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I feel like this is a decent enough starting point, and I don't want this episode to be too long, but I would also like to play the game on the next episode. So actually, one more thing that we do before we leave is we're going to turn this area into our stockpile / forging area. Because I would like to, like, this natural mountain here, we'll make this our forge, and then over here, we will make a, sort of like, so first of all, we're gonna want like about three wide from this, so 3, 3, and again, like there's not really a method to this madness. Like I want to be perfectly honest with you, I'm just doing it because, I mean, I don't know why, honestly, but we'll have something like this. Hey, wait a minute. Why is 1 4 and why is 1 3? Hold on a minute. There we go. But, yeah, so we'll do something like this. So this will be the, I did it on this side as well. Okay, so this will be the room for that. And let's make that the room for this as well. Close enough, right? So we'll do it like this. Okay, so that'll be no. Actually, not at all. We're not gonna... Okay, this is just bad. What we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this plan, and we're gonna put it right here. Okay? That's how we're gonna do that. And never speak of this again. So, we'll make the... I feel like that we want to have, like, some sort of barracks here that has easy access to the forge and weaponry. So actually, now that I think about it, we have a decently sized space over here. So we can make this the armory. We'll make it 12. We'll make it 12 by 12. Can you believe it? Actually, that's 13 by what? Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. And so this will be the forge area, where we'll have, like, all of our weapons and stuff made so that we can do cool forge things. So that'll be that. We'll make a couple we'll make a pathway over here. And then we'll make a pathway over here to there. Okay, alright, I'm kinda getting into it. Like, I'm having fun. Like, it may look awful, and you may not have, you may be a coward who doesn't have as much imagination as I do, but I foresee a bustling, I foresee a bustling future for our colony. What is this doing here? This just random block right there. I foresee a bustling future where everything is good and happy. So we can kind of have, like... I kind of want to cut somebody's room out so that we can just have, like, a walkway. Because there's not really an easy way for our people to get from... By how we have it planned out, there's not really an easy way for people to have access to this area. So I feel like that let's make it like this room right here is sort of like an additional area instead of like necessarily a room, if that makes sense. And so we'll do something like this. Because I want to have easy access to what's going on over here. If that makes sense. So I think that now we just need to plan out where we'll store stuff. And I feel like that if we put, like, our crafting people here, we can have, like, our storehouse here, or, like, one of them. So, yeah, let's use... What's the only color that we haven't used yet? Because we've used yellow for the Killbox, and we'll make, like, a little Killbox here for now as well. But we'll have, like, a, We'll have just a long tunnel. Long tunnel. That's what we'll do. Yeah, like this perhaps, and we'll do. It'll just be big tunnel. But this is bad, so delete it. We'll do... How do I want to do this? We'll have it like, this will be the entrance so people can start shooting. And then we'll just kind of like block it off. So like, this is sort of it. Like, once you exit the kill box, this is... That's your freaking life right there. And then it'll just be long boy. It'll just be the longest lad. And we'll put, like, sandbags inside of it. Something like that. No, it has to be like... this. And then we can do it like that. Okay, so that's two sort of sandbox things that we got going on here. So we'll kind of like bring it in like that. So, yeah, like, they're not the best, but they'll do for now. Just from a perspective of getting set up as soon as possible. Because, I mean, we can win the early game raids pretty easily. And, you know, I want to expand eventually, but, like, this is sort of what we'll do for now. So we'll just kind of have, like... this, we can have, like, some supplies stored here, we can have some supplies stored here as well. We don't have to, like, this doesn't have to just be, like, outside territory. This can just be, like, an interior area where supplies are held. And then we'll corn it off here. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Rimworld. I think it's very interesting to kind of plan out your base from a perspective like this. And obviously, like, we're gonna wanna... I mean, this isn't really necessary, but... Oh, no! Oh, maybe that one will be for the wolves. I don't know. But, yeah, no, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're as interested in this colony as I am, because I've been thinking about it a lot, man. I've been thinking about, like, oh, what are 444, Voyager, and Greg gonna get up to in the future? Because, I mean, Rimworld near the end game is kind of crazy. So anyways, on the next episode, we will unpause, and then we're gonna try to work on recruiting. She's gonna be really hard to recruit, though, because 23 resistance remaining is crazy. But we're gonna try to recruit Kesa, because she is good with animals and she can fight. And she can also build as well, which we need more of that. And yeah. So anyways, we're gonna try to get... On the next episode, we're gonna try to get ND444's construction skill up, so that she can build us to victory. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you're all having a good one. Peace out. Bye.